This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and William Hill. Delighted to be joined with Francis Warren. We're here for Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou, the UK launch press conference. Talk to me, how are you doing and how big of an event is this?
I'm excited. This is it's a great buzz about it, and we've got some terrific turnout today. It's like a film premiere. So it's brilliant. I mean, you've got to whiz the camera around, do a 360, and you see what a great event this is already.
I was going to say, sort of just looking on the red carpet there, it is just mental, isn't it? So just from a commercial view, the factor of the size, no matter what you think of it as a contest, how big do you really think this is, sort of in terms of pay-per-views, worldwide audience? How massive do you think this fight could be on a commercial standpoint?
I think it's huge. I think it's going to do terrific numbers. You've got two of the guys that are in their prime of their career, and they're both the best at what they do. You've got to give credit to Francis for crossing over and taking on the biggest name in world boxing, and I'm sure he feels like he's going to come in and try and do the business. But Tyson is, like I said, the best in the business, and we'll be showing that. Remember, he just showing these MMA guys that these boxers are cut from a different cloth. But it's going to be a terrific event, and very excited about it.
With that being said, what do you make of sort of criticism from the hardcore boxing fans that particularly want to see Fury fight sort of world heavyweight title contenders? How do you even respond to that?
I just think you just got to enjoy the moment. Things like this don't come around very often, and you can't just sit around waiting for everyone else. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into debates. First and foremost, because that's down to my dad and George to comment on that. It's nothing to do with it's not my remit. But Tyson's got to move forward with his career and continue this meteoric rise from remember when he came back, everyone was writing him off, and now look where he is today. And it's a terrific testament to just goes to show when you set your mind to something, it's limitless what you can achieve. It's a huge night, huge event.
And with this fight, not just Fury has an inspirational story, Ngannou's inspiration as well. You think the things he went through, the sand mines and this and that, and sort of travelling, trying to get to France and the UK, and sort of how inspirational it's got to the position he's in now. On a world standpoint, we can take so much inspiration from the two guys battling out today, because what they've got to do to get there.
Absolutely, and it's just a never give up attitude for both these guys. And I think you'll see the, I think the fans are the ones that are going to benefit from both of these guys' attitude, which, as I said, it's never give up, never rest on your laurels, never take a backward step, and don't wait for anyone to give you anything. And they've both just said, yeah, let's do it. And again, you just got to look around the room today. There's another room across the way that's just as full as this one, and I just think it's fantastic. It's a brilliant event.
We'll talk about your man Moses Itauma on this card. Another massive event for him. He seems to be getting on these big bills with a massive that's getting pushed so highly. You look at sort of the start of the year when he's just turned pro now, him getting out, how sort of big is this for him that he keeps getting these tests and keeps getting these steps up where the titles are coming very soon?
Yeah, well, look, he's been kept busy. He had a bit of a break after the April fight. And then he had another points, good points win over a very, very durable Argentinian in Telford. He's fighting again 23rd of September on Joe Joyce's Undercard when he rematches Zhang, and then it's off to Saudi. And it's number one important to keep him busy, keep him focused, and obviously it's great for him to be in and around these big events. And and just get a feel for what could be. He was out with me in Poland for Daniel and Daniel Dubois versus Usyk, and you can see his eyes lighting up. You can see him, you can see a wry smile and thinking, yeah, I want a bit of this. And although he's extremely determined and he's got a very old head on young shoulders, Moses is a very unique character. When he sets his mind to something, he'll be going after it. But this just gives him probably that little bit of an extra twinkle in his eye to think, right, this is what it's all about.
And you see Wardley versus Adelaide is on the undercard of this. How far would you say Moses is off that type of calibre of opponents, or English title even?
I'm not getting into all that at the moment. I mean, I bet you wish I'd say, yeah, tomorrow. No, but listen, he's learning. We've set ourselves a goal, and he's going to, by the end of 2025, he'll have had 16 fights. So he's going to be kept very, very busy. It's 8 fights a year, and well, I think we'll know where we are in terms of title fights and things like that. I think probably 8 months. You know, give the guy a chance to he's only 18, although very, very successful amateur, as everyone says. The amateurs is a different sport to the pros. He has got it. He will be a world champion, but there is a gap to where he is now to that night when he gets to that point. But I'm extremely confident he'll do it. I think he'll do it quicker than most. But you know, it's just to see how the progression comes along. How he gets on with the next couple of opponents will determine the next couple of opponents. So we're just doing it, you know, 1 and 2 fight plan at the moment. But like I said, we can do that because obviously he's going to be fighting so regularly. If he's only having 4 fights here, we'd say, right, it's very, very... I mean, although it's calculated, we can kind of be a bit more free with it because I'm glad he had those 12 rounds in his last 2 fights because they're invaluable. It's invaluable experience. Dobchenko, you know, he knocked out Matty Harris, and you know, he's the only person to take Kosabutsky the difference before, obviously, Kosabutsky's lost last weekend, which goes to show you what great company he's been in. And Moses, you know, won every round. You know, of those 12 rounds, he didn't lose a round. And we're on to the 23rd of September, then on a plane to Saudi. So it's very busy, exciting times for him.
So Francis, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. Yeah, all the best. Thank you, mate. Cheers.